I know what you're thinking. There is no way that he's crazy enough to put that in his mouth. And yeah, I I would agree with you. There is no way that I'm that crazy. But it is possible. I just got to show you how to do it. It's it's not these big ones you have to worry about. It's not those. Those are terrible, but it's not those you have to worry about. Yeah, they're terrible. It's the little teeny hair-like ones. I don't know if you can see them. The little tiny ones that look like hairs. Those are the ones that are they're the worst because they will get in your tongue, in your lips, and they don't come out. So I got to show you how this works. All right, I've got one rule, one survival cooking rule, and that is flames burn, coals cook. Remember that. Flames burn, coals cook. However, when it comes to these guys, we really need that flame. So I'm going to sit him right over the flame, and you can hear, look at that. You can see those little, you can see all those big, the big, what do you call those, needles are starting to burn off, which is exactly what we need it to do. We need all those big needles to start burning off. Not only that, like that's great, don't get me wrong, that's really terrific. Uh, this is such a great survival food. I know that I'm changing the subject. That's fine. It's my YouTube, so I get to do whatever I want, pretty much. So I did a survival night up here once, and this was all that I could find. It was in the dead of winter time. I was able to unbury some of these out of the snow, and they are so terrific as far as a survival food goes. They are so great. And what's great is that high water content keeps them from burning. You'll see that it's just kind of turning that, just basically just being cooked. It's kind of like when you take a water bottle and you put the water bottle over the fire, and the water absorbs the energy without letting the plastic burn. You can see it starting to sizzle, I think. Look at that. Starting to cook. Just keep it moving. And it smells really good. Like it smells like food. Now we're cooking. Oh, nerds. Well, what's nice about, oh man, it's cooking right off the stick. Like I can't even get the stick back in there. What's nice about it is that doesn't really matter if it falls in the coals. It's kind of just what you're doing anyway. I'm going to try to get rid of some of those. You can see them. I think you can see them. Yeah, those little tiny hairs. They're already starting to cook off. All right, that looks pretty good. And I've tried peeling them before, like cutting the skin off, and that's okay. That's okay, but you end up with almost nothing. I mean, you can see that's really thin to start with, 1/4 of an inch thick. And by the time you've peeled it, there's just nothing left. All right. Hear that? Okay, that's nice and toasty. Let's see if we got those little hairs out. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. Yeah. Let's get burning just a little bit more. Burn all those teeny little hairs. And it's not like your body can't handle, some of that. It can. So if you do get one in your lip or in your tongue or whatever, you'll be all right. It just is kind of a pain. Yeah, I think those needles are kind of like shark teeth. Like the big ones will fall out, but it has like bunches of little teeny ones inside that just keep growing. Okay, not too shabby. Okay. Now, this doesn't actually need to be any more prepared than this. Really isn't much flavor. Although roasting them really helps a lot. But they're otherwise, I mean, pretty bland. I tell you what, though, when you're really hungry, these things are just amazing. They taste like biscuits or whatever your brain translates that into. Um, kind of like what's the word? Mucilinogenic? Is that right? Um, but otherwise, pretty good. But this mixed with like let's see, what would this go good with? I'll bet it would be good with like beef. I'll bet it would be really good with beef or pork. Mm. Doesn't take long to prepare them. Let's see, I think I toasted that for uh, 5 or 10 minutes. Mm. But yeah, I tell you what, the hungrier you are, the better these taste. Pretty decent though. But just be sure to burn off all those little hairs. Um, yeah, burn and burn and burn and burn and burn. Like, I'll show you. You can see that. See, it gets all kind of slimy. But, you know, we're early in the season, so the fruit hasn't come on yet. But that's okay. They're not terrible. But I tell you what, if you're hungry enough, these things are dynamite. Or if you have some beef that you can, or pork, it'd be good with pork too. I'll bet you'd be really good with pork. Because it kind of has like a citrusy flavor to it. Um, not sour, but yeah, kind of a citrusy flavor to it. I'll bet you that would be really good with pork. I'll have to give that a try. I bet you that's good. Well, till the next time.